Ladies and gentlemen, willkommen, buongiorno, bonjour, hello,
Hiya.
welcome. It's a Boytown podcast.
Did you ever get taught manners?
Why?
Get your hands out of your pockets.
No.
Look at Benny over
I
there.
usually have them down my bags.
Eating a chippy.
What about the hands down the bags? Like, you can't beat it when a guy's 45 and has the hands down the bags. Because you know what he's never going to do? Change.
Yeah.
He's made a decision.
What do you mean, like his underpants?
Yeah. He's not wearing any, that's why he's got his hands down there.
No, but do you not think that your penis and balls are the source of all temperature regulation?
Probably.
Like if you're cold and you put your hands in there, oh, it's nice and warm. Whereas if you're warm and you put your hands in there, oh, it's nice and cold.
I mean,
yeah,
fair point. True. I mean, I could see us on Dragon's Den going, guys,
just grab your balls.
Got something a little bit different for you this week.
We used to have this video that I was made watching school called Know Your Balls, Check 'em Out. It was basically a way to say
caretaker show that?
Yeah, I mean,
video, you mean live demonstration?
It was just, just on his phone. But
You're
basically
right,
what it was just, because I'm in a room with you and I'm uncomfortable. Like, this is the closest another person should be to you.
Sexual heat.
Yellow skin and all, it's weird.
Don't have yellow skin.
I don't know, but it's gout probably, or what else?
Oh, yeah, I have gout because of my unhealthy lifestyle. Good one.
Yeah, you do have an unhealthy lifestyle. So.
In what way?
I don't want to go into it because your sexual preferences are not appropriate for this podcast.
And that's unhealthy?
Yeah, it is unhealthy.
Right, so you're trying to make out, let me guess, you're the big man, you're trying to make out I'm gay.
No,
yeah, that's what you're hitting at,
Gay is not an unhealthy sexual life choice. Gay is a very fragrant,
no, but that's what you're hitting at.
No, I mean...
Okay, guys, you're fragrant.
Yeah,
well... wear perfume and...
No, I don't wear perfume. What are you trying to say? You can be fragrant without wearing perfume. Shane.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, not... Where do you think that gay is some sort of...
Guys, can we hashtag cancel
thing? You know, because I mean, like, you're just weird. You're like a Mr. Grey, not a Mr. Gay. You know, that's all I'm trying to say.
Start a hashtag cancel Dave Elliott.
Hashtag don't, Ben. Hashtag eating your chippies in the
I
podcast.
would love loads of hashtag Dave Elliott, hashtag don't, Ben.
Yeah, all I'm saying is I just think you are a bit strange.
Okay.
You know,
Ben's sitting over there with his little dinner. I like to see that. I like to see it a lot.
But do you think he's having his little dinner because he's not fed in the house, or do you feel unloved?
That's a lot to ask him when he's got a mozzarella dipper in his mouth, and then he's gonna have his food after this.
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense. But fair play to you for trying it.
I would say I could see Ben being a cooker. I think you would do.
What do you mean?
A fair bit of cooking in the house.
A cooker? I thought you meant like an actual oven. It's like some sort of shit budgie the helicopter. Well, Ben the cooker.
No, he'll do that. He will sometimes incubate food in his mouth for his children.
No, that's
Ben.
That is 100% something you would do. Like if the day will come when you'll have children and you'll have to make their milk, and then your wife will come in and be like, "What are you doing?" You're like, "What do you mean?" And then you get a wee bit of paper out and you'll write down on it, "warming the baby's milk," and she'll go, "What?" And then you'll go into a bowl and then try to feed it to the baby like a wee cat, and
I can't swallow it. What a risky game that would be. Old Milk Chicks. The other Game of Thrones character, number 470 of our Game of Thrones characters who don't make it.
What, Milk Cheeks?
Milk Cheeks.
Where's Milk Cheeks? What side of the Milk Chief? I thought you said. What side of the wall does Milk Cheeks? That's a hard one to say.
He's from Cowtown.
Cowtown?
Yeah, Milk Cheeks.
And what side of the wall is that? North or south?
North. Like this.
Wags their mouth full of milk?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Hey man, it's all good. How are you, dude? Are you alright?
Yeah man, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm a little bit tired.
You've been acting?
Not before you go acting the deck. No, I've been legitimately acting.
Treading the boards?
Yeah, no, not a theatre play. Just a film, whatever. A short film.
Short film?
Yeah, short film.
Okay man, tell me about it. What's your character? What's your
My character's called Mel. I gave him the surname Farnham because I thought it was more suitable.
Mel Farnham, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like a band manager who was maybe a bit
like
of
a flute band?
out of touch. No, not a flute band. Just like a sort of rock band.
Oh no, you don't know anything about rock music.
Yeah, I do know everything about rock music.
Dude, you think you do, but you think Sum 41 are heavy metal guys.
They are?
No.
We're off to the witch! That's a bit of Dio. No?
Who?
Dio? Ronnie James?
Don't know him.
Oh, you're missing out. Do you know Ronnie James Dio?
Pardon?
Yeah.
Ronnie James sounds like someone who'd be in the Sunday World for selling fake budgies.
And he did, actually, many months ago before he passed away. R.I.P. Ronnie James.
R.I.P. indeed.
Yeah.
So you've been acting?
Yeah.
Short film?
Yep.
Can we see it?
No, not immediately, but you can when it's released. And when it's released...
That's very me. Want to see it on the day.
Like, I mean, is it even finished filming? Nope, there's another... But now, what I will say is it was meticulous. Ask me how many scenes are recorded from 7 o'clock this morning until 6 p.m. this evening.
How many scenes do you record from 7 o'clock this morning to 6 p.m. this evening?
Half. Not even a full scene.
Half the whole film?
Half a scene.
Ah, how did that make you feel?
It made me feel kind of like, do you not think we could get more than half a scene done this length of time?
So were you, let me ask you this, a student film?
Yeah.
Were you trying to throw your weight around a bit? Were you saying things like, guys, this isn't my first shoot? Were you saying things like, I've been involved in more shoots than, you know, a heroin addict? Were you saying were you saying things to basically, were you acting like the big man, trying to make them quicker?
No, listen, if you're going to say, was I acting like the big man? No. If you're going to say, did I make somebody put my name on a disposable coffee cup and go and fetch me coffee? Yes, there's a difference.
That's horrible, because on set, people will tell you that although I am very talented, I am very, very grounded on set. I'm known as being, hey, don't worry about it.
I've never heard anything.
That's no.
Anything
That's
like
me
that.
on set.
No, what I've heard about.
Tell me we're shooting over by 7 hours. Tell me we're shooting over by 7 hours.
Shooting by 7 hours.
Don't worry about it. Let's make it 8.
This is a true story. This is you. They say these are the call sheets because this is what actors are given for shows.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we're okay. We're due here at 7 a.m. Shane Todd due at 7:15 for hair and makeup.
I don't get hair and makeup. When I show up, they go, yep.
No, they put just for men in the sides now. But we get there and they're like, where's Shane? And I'm like, he should be here. He hasn't told me any difference. And then it'll go get to 10 o'clock. You'll rock up and I'll be like, Shane, you're 2 hours and 45 minutes late. What's going on? You'll be like, oh, I just thought it was 10 o'clock. And then they'll be like, well, who told you that? And you'll just go, me? I just thought it was.
Well, the reason sometimes I've been accused of being late on a shoot is
you have been.
Sometimes I get, well, one of the times I was playing a character from South America.
Never.
So I am so method that I got into his time zone in my head.
Oh, right, okay.
And I was like, yes.
What was this character and what was he in?
I was playing Julio Brazil.
All right, I've never heard of Julio
Yeah,
Brazil
I didn't tell you about it actually. It was for a thing for Bravo. Thing for Bravo.
Bravo, does it exist anymore?
Well, this is the question.
All right, okay.
But it's coming back with Julio
No, what
Brazil.
I'm saying is we're doing a little something together next week. You got to be there. I'm going to tell you a false time, so you are there before everyone.
Is that next week?
Yeah, next.
I'll put it in my diary.
You're This is not how it works. You've already agreed to it.
Next week? Cool. What days?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Probably can do 2 of them.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do whatever you want.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Yeah.
But next Thursday, am I doing Pugs?
No.
I'm doing... yeah.
That you are genuinely right. I just want to... You're this right. This is such a you thing. You'll be like, hey, man, I've got... Ask me, right, I'll be you. I'll be like, man, I've got this new life hack.
Okay, what is it, dude?
I've just realised a way to save money.
Okay, alright. How do you do it?
Do you know, instead of spending all the money on this year's diary, I got 2017 for a knockoff price. And I'll be like, hey man, you do also realise that the days and dates are all wrong in the 2017 diary? And you'll be like, nah, it's fine. And then...
Dude, it's all good. Here's the thing. See with me, you got a little room for... Genius? No, serious. No, you do.
No,
you do.
They say there's a
you're
fine line.
You're an admin guy because you're all about
They
admin.
say there's a fine line
Correct.
between genius and
Correct.
mental. And
Correct.
I don't know. Like, I feel like your football has gone onto the frozen lake of genius. And rather than like get a rod to like hook your ball off, you just go, I'll just walk on this frozen ice.
Are you saying that because of the goal I scored at Seaview last Sunday?
No.
Which has made the media.
Yeah.
It's been in the media.
Because you have emailed them and been like, can you please put this goal on your... Yep. I know that's exactly happened.
Nope.
Because Belfast Live emailed me and right, by the way, Dave, would you like to comment on Shane's goal? Because he sent us an email saying if we got in touch with you, you would comment on it and then we could... And I said, I don't want anything to do with this. Because you know what would have happened? If I was in nets, tipped over the bar, mate.
I might
old lead
be
boots.
not able to make the podcast next week. Ask me why.
Why is that?
I'm playing for Juventus.
You're not?
Yeah.
Since when? Since when?
Signed last
what's
Wednesday.
your name? Coco Brazil or whatever you're called?
Julio Brazil. I'll be playing under that name because when I play like this, people are like, there's no way you're from Northern Ireland. You've got too much flair and you're olive skinned.
So, like, the only thing I could possibly believe being Brazilian about you is your pubes. I mean, I don't think that's the case. I reckon you'd be the sort of guy that would go and get a wax of your pubic hair.
But leave a bit? In the middle? Brazilian? You think I get a Brazilian?
I think, I mean, that would surprise me less than some of the things you've told me you've done in the past. You're sitting there going, yeah, I could do it for a minute.
I'm looking at you like, yeah, fuck you. But then in the back of my head, part of me's going, I wonder if do places locally do that, and how discreet.
You know,
are
we've
they?
not spoken about in this podcast before. Do you remember like a few years ago when we went to the Edinburgh Fringe? You just decided it was a thing to get your eyebrows waxed and threaded.
Right.
Yeah, I'd love to know why.
Can the defence be called?
Of course, yeah, absolutely. Why the Edinburgh Festival? What inspired you? What?
Okay.
Yeah.
For someone who's like fair-haired, because I would have like a very like, Mediterranean ethnicity background.
No, you're Aryan.
What?
You're Aryan.
Yeah, I'm sort of Aryan, Mediterranean.
You're not Mediterranean. You're Mediterranean.
Vaguely Asian, right? So
only
what that because I'm such a cultured guy with such a detailed ethnic, like complex ethnic background. Even though I'm fair-haired with not that much, I'm not a hairy guy like you. I have a little bit of hair in the right places. Okay, and we'll leave it at that.
Brazilian.
I'll say this. Weirdly, I get a monobrow, right? And that's weird for like a dainty sort of like man, guy, girl like me. So what happened is I always pluck my monobrow in the middle. I hate it.
You should leave it. It's natural.
Yeah, no, it's not. It joins up.
So it's natural though.
No,
you know, for all my faults in the world, I've never once had a monobrow.
Yeah, but you've done some terrible things.
I know. Let's be straight.
Like like today, you've done some.
What did I do today, Chicki?
Pardon?
What did I do today, Chicki?
Is that your code word for someone to come and bail you out? Okay. I was so bored plucking my eyebrows that I passed a beautician's.
How much hair do you have that you can get
I maybe have to do it once every other month, and it's sore, right? So I thought,
a razor, mate.
I thought maybe I go in. No, then it goes back like mad. So I was like mad. So I see this place. I pass this place in Edinburgh, and it's a beautician's, right, for females, and it doesn't say it on the sign, but also males.
You know you can't get female without the word male, so maybe that's fair. I can support you with that.
So I want to get it waxed. I want to walk in.
Let me just also point out for the people listening to the podcast and audio, Shane started the wax motion at the very tip of his nose. So what kind of what sort of guy comes in, and do you have a hairy front?
I like to be thorough. Yeah, well, not because I shave it, so no.
Oh, right, okay.
Shave my nose.
That's so weird.
So anyway, I just wanted to go in. There was an Indian woman working there. I wanted her to put some wax because I wanted her to put some wax on the bridge of my nose, in between my eyebrows, and give her £5, leave. Right?
Yeah.
I walk in. I say, "Can you do my monobrow? I want to get rid of the hair here." She goes, "Threading." I said, "No problem." Right?
Yeah.
I thought that was her name. I sit down.
Yeah.
She says, "I'm going to thread your eyebrows." I was like, "I don't know what that means. I presume it'll be fine." I sit in the chair for about half an hour. Worst feeling ever. Right? But I get it done.
Why did you have that guilt about something that was just burning inside you?
Yeah. I get it done. I like it. Next year I go back. That place is not in business anymore, but a new beautician's is taking over. I go in. I go, "Hey, let's get this done again."
No. You didn't say that to the people.
No, it's less sore this time, right? It's less sore. I get my eyebrows threaded. I go, "I'm going to do this annually." Get my eyebrows threaded. It's all good. I like it. I walk out of the place. I see another comedian. I go, "Hey man, what's up? How did your show go today? You all good?" He's like, "Yeah, fine, thanks." And I go, "Why was he being a bit weird to me there?" See another comedian, because you know what Edinburgh's like, you fucking meet people. I'm on my way back to the flat, I see another guy now. "Hey man, what's the crack? You doing that comp show later?" Yeah, I'm on as well. And he's very like short to me, and he makes an excuse to leave. I get back, I look in the mirror to check out my sweet hairless monobrow. Hey, I'm red all over both sides of my face.
Do you not remember?
And you know what it looks like?
What?
I've had my eyebrows threaded. Like, it's so obvious that's what happened. Either that, or like, I've been slapped just twice above the eyes, but it looks terrible, and it doesn't really go away from my gigs. And that was the same year that a so-called friend said he was taking barbering lessons, cut my hair, and fucked it up massively. So I don't know at that stage whether I had the medley of haircuts he gave me, or that was post that, like, whenever I went to a barber's and said, "What can you do about this?" And they said, "We can shave your head down." I went, "Do that," but they shaved it down to the point where like like Ben says a lot of the time, it's not long enough to like style,
Yeah.
but it's too short to be a skinhead.
Is that whenever you had the Moussa Dembele hair?
Fuck yeah, I hate it. And you kept, anytime people like after a gig would be like, can we get a photo? And I'd be no problem, and I put it up on my Instagram, whatever, and you would screenshot it and send me pictures of the Celtic striker Moussa Dembele, who's a black young man, and you would send me pictures of him and be like, hey, you look like this guy, and it's fine. It's
the hair was just straight up. It was a weird look. Normally your hair is more of a side sweep and a wee bit of a
it wasn't
wave,
long enough to,
but it was just, it was like kind of like something out of The Simpsons.
yeah.
Like, or toy soldiers. That's what it was like. It was not your best cut. And it was very, very severe at the sides and back. It was almost like, oh no, what's he done?
And this was before I was grey, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously, I'll dye my hair.
No, but I mean, here's the thing.
No, because I could still theoretically like get roles for like a 16-year-old young guy, like a jock varsity quarterback guy. I probably would. No, I could.
You could be like a weird janitor now with your grey hair and just your
Man,
very janitory hands.
Nah, I'm not great.
You know?
Seriously, I'll get this taken care of.
But don't go to threading or whatever she's called, because.
But could I get my hair dyed when it's this short? Surely not.
Yeah, you can.
Can?
Yeah, you can.
But then I said this to someone recently. I was like, I'm gonna dye my hair if it goes grey, and the person said they don't make hair dye your colour. But that's ridiculous. Surely they do.
Nah, that's weird. Like, they obviously can mix.
Do you think
it.
they only do black?
No, but you also know white people don't have black hair.
I know I don't want black. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
'cause if you had black hair, it'd be very blatant. Like David Guest, like his.
How
hair,
much would you
very
pay?
blatant.
Would you pay good money for me to go and get my hair dyed? Because I'm paranoid about certain acting roles not being able to get because I have a bit of grey. And then I go and they're like, yeah, we'll take care of it. Don't worry. And they put the thing on. I think it's good. And I wash it when I get home, and it's just jet black all over.
I would love that. Yeah.
I'd hate it.
There was a guy I went to school with, and he was. I mean, he didn't look like his mum, or he didn't look like his dad. He kind of looked a bit like an oxen. You know, it was a bit of a weird look. I don't know whether he was like from some sort of like mythical book, but he thought it'd be a real great idea to bleach his hair, which looked kind of good on him. It was nice, but then he's like, "Hey man, I'm an experimenter here. I like to do different things."
You shocked
and
off?
No, but he just did that for the crack. He dyed his hair black, and I'm like some kind of Dr. Zeus guy there, but he looked completely 100% undeniably Asian.
Remember our good friend Aaron Butler did that and then denied it?
Yeah,
He told us recently. We were like, remember you dyed your hair black? And he went, nah, I didn't.
Yeah, but
then he did.
He did, and then he's admitted he has done it since,
Yeah.
but he didn't at the time. He's a guy that's very precious about his hair. He likes to, whereas me, like, I just let mine fall. I just let it fall like the autumn trees. Whereas Aaron would be like, he has all these potions and mixtures and pastes.
What do you mean?
Like,
he's like Harry Potter.
Yeah,
of
it's
hair?
weird. I remember we went away on holiday for his birthday,
Right.
and I couldn't get into the shower for all these potions that he had for his hair. It's weird.
What sort of potions?
Like, I don't know, he had this like thing, like it was like, I don't know, called head dust, which is something weird. He had these
People
conditioners.
use that now. The young people do use
He
that.
then had a conditioner on top of a conditioner. He had this regenerative thing that David Mead recommended to him. And like, I mean, I'd said to him, listen, David Mead's a man that deals mental. It's not physical. Don't just take head advice from him normally. But he did, and he's just
gonna
using all
hit this. He's gonna
magic
hit this.
stuff. And like, yeah, he loves to conserve his hair. Like, I feel like he probably at night puts like some sort of cryogenic freeze device over his head to try and like secure his pores to last longer, you know. But I don't know, as time goes by, like, I think Butler's the only guy I know who would like to freeze himself and live forever. You know, I think he's the closest guy to that I know. If someone really like, oh, Butler sold his body. Like, what do you mean? So when he dies, he's going to get frozen and be brought back? I believe that. Him, Michael Jackson, and Walt Disney are like the only guys that have had that done to them, and I fully believe in it. Yeah. But I think his hair's natural now, like, you know.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh, that made me laugh a lot. A lot.
Yeah.
Wow, I enjoyed that.
Man, I know
enjoyed
your wee sheet there.
Yeah,
Beckham, what's that about?
I wrote a couple of notes down for the podcast because I didn't want to forget anything. And the charity shop in Hollywood that we passed on the way to the podcast, I spied a vintage Man United
What
shirt.
did you spy it with?
My Little Eyes.
Yeah, man, good one.
So
You have a very heavy nose bridge, don't you? Now that I look
fuck.
about the like wax and stuff. I never realised. I just thought your eyes were sunken, but your nose is quite protruding, more so than the eyes sunk. Just gives that effect. I like.
You have a flat mushroom nose.
Yeah, no, it's my nose is what people call a cute little snout. Like, I mean, there's a lot of people, men and women, would love this little pig to go virgin for truffles. That's for sure, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, I don't. What do you mean?
I just mean like eat their ass or something, I guess, really, in a lot roundabout way. Isn't that right, Ben, friend?
So I spied a vintage Man United shirt in the charity shop window, and you know I'm a big fan of buying vintage football shirts, especially if I can get them cheap in a
was
charity
gonna
shop
say,
that doesn't know what the real market value is.
Second-hand clothes. You're a big aficionado of just buying second-hand clothes for cheap.
Am I or am the clothes I'm wearing right now Nike that I got for free?
Yeah, I mean, does that say anything against the fact that I was just saying that you're a tramp and can't afford to buy your own clothes?
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
So good point. But I say vintage Man United shirt. I remember I told you.
What is it? What is the vintage?
We're talking, I want to say 97, 98 season. Maybe 96, 97. It's the blue goalkeeper shirt, sharp view cam, with the light blue pattern through. Back when, remember goalkeeper shirts were always just mental?
Yeah, they were great.
Like, I loved that, yeah. So it's a long sleeve keeper shirt. I spy it. I was like, yes, I'm going to get... Did you see this on your way in, Ben? No? It, directly below us. I was like, I'm going to buy that. I get a bit closer and I'm like, I see the sharp view cam sponsor on it, but what does it say underneath? Because it didn't say anything underneath. And then I just go over and look and someone's just printed Beckham on the front of it under the sharp view cam logo. And there's a couple of things weird about that. Number one is... No. It says the United badge, Umbro, sharp view cam. And then at the bottom of the front of the shirt, it just says Beckham. Now here's the thing. Beckham didn't play football then. I don't think so. Beckham wasn't the first team then.
Yeah.
And also, he wasn't a goalkeeper.
He came through in the 96 season with that goal from the halfway line.
Right.
So we might have...
Well, this was before that, right?
Yeah.
So he wasn't a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And also, you print the numbers at the top of the back of the shirt, not the front of the bottom. What that strikes of is some, like, millionaire dad who was too old to have kids, but he still had one. So he's, like, in his early 70s. And his son just wants to play football. And he's like... Oh, I'll sort you out, son, and all. And he goes, here, put Beckham on this. And we're about, just under the sponsor. You know, and the son probably left him, never spoke to him again.
Yeah, my mum did
But
that
I bought
to
it.
me once. That's what she did. She got me an Arsenal shirt, and I really wanted Adams on the back. Number 6 for Tony Adams. And she got it for me, and it was like, I was on the Dreamcast shirt. It was his last season.
Great shirt.
And they were just like, there you go, and gave it to me. And I was excited, and I looked at it. They got the numbers in black. I was like, that's not... It's white.
Oh, that's such a mug off.
You know, and then, like, I had to not...
You're like, what the fuck, mom?
I was so sad. I think I might have cried when she gave it to me. She's like, you're happy? And I'm like, no, I'm really not.
You wrote a whole emo album after it, though, didn't you?
I did, yeah. And people love it. Tony Adams is white.
Black letters in fucking hell.
Yeah, but that was the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
I feel your pain, partner. Right, we got loads of listeners' questions.
Ben, what time is it, first of all? 20? Well, it's not time for listeners' questions yet, because we've got about 7 today.
You
Shane,
sure?
so
Because I want
yeah.
to... Okay. I want to dedicate a lot of time.
I'm just looking at your notes here and trying to read them, because I know it's hard for you to write with a hand. Those fingers so long. So, you've written a couple of things here. Status updates we hate. Acting roles we want. Gigs Garage.
Yeah.
Is that the rapper Gigs?
Nope. Gigs, I was just going to ask you whether you've done any gigs recently.
Nope.
How you get? Have you got any gigs coming up?
Nope.
You sure?
Nope.
Because you run a comedy club?
Yeah, but it is what it is, and what it is not what it's true to be.
Oh, okay.
So, you know.
Acting roles we want was just when we were setting up the lights, we were talking about the acting you've done.
Yeah.
And you're playing a band manager in this film.
I don't want to keep talking about it. It's very private. You know, it's
The film?
like, have you ever acted in anything that just takes so much out of you in terms
Every
of like
project that I do.
the role? Like, I mean, like, you obviously
I'm not joking, no, I just show up and I do it and I go.
your character,
Here we go.
Lyle, is it?
Lawrence Lyle.
Lawrence
yep.
Lyle from
Yep.
Soft Border Patrol.
Correct.
Like, that's a character you perform in, and Soft Border Patrol's back next week. Back on the big screen, or is it this week?
This week, I think, this
Class,
Friday.
I look forward to seeing that. I'm always keen to watch that. I'm keen to watch my friends perform.
I know, you're very nice.
But
to
what
me
I'm saying
about
is, what's your process? If you're being Lawrence, what's your process with that? Because see, to me, today I genuinely believed that I was managing a band. It was crazy, and like I got so worried.
Did you start doing admin and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I was like emailing people.
Book shows?
Like I was emailing Virgins and stuff, and being like, "Hey, do you want to sign my band?" And all. I was like, "Oh, just stressing me out." I was trying to like arrange concerts and stuff in the Mandela Hall, but then I remembered it doesn't even exist anymore.
Are you about to fall asleep on a podcast again?
No, I'm just so emotional.
Okay,
And it
my
drains me.
process, like a lot of actors, you're right. You know, we know personally a lot of actors with serious processes where they maybe method act a bit, they become the character, they spend hours just immersing themselves in it. If you remember last year when I was shooting support shows, I was also shooting Fickas in the same week.
Oh, well,
so I was just doing like 3-4
Very
characters
stressed.
a day and doing podcasts. I can very much.
Were you a psychopath, like multiple personality disorder?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I feel like I can show up and I'm just like, I don't like people who are being in character outside of takes.
Like,
that's always really weird, and I don't like it. And then I just like laugh and I go, I have to go, and then I just go somewhere else because that's weird.
That was happening to me a lot today when I was just so immersed in my character. Like all the other guys on the set were like calling me Daniel Gay Lewis, like, you know, that actor that's really
It's Daniel Day-Lewis.
They told me I was Daniel Gay Lewis.
Right.
And I don't know, like, I mean, have you seen the movie My Left Foot?
Yeah.
See, whenever he was recording that, do you know what he did? Everything with his right hand, because that's how weird he is.
Yeah.
You know, just got him in the character. So when
I mean, honestly, I can't understand. Well, I do understand it. It's just not for me. Like people who are like well into acting. Now that could well reflect in my body of work that I'm not well into acting. But do you not prefer to just like honestly? Do you not prefer to just like show up and like just get into it? Because then it's exciting.
I like to sometimes think like maybe it's just we're at different stages in our lives. Like I'm a bit older, a bit more mature.
The finish line's
and
inside
like,
for you.
Yeah, you know, and like I feel like I just want to explore like deeper into my head. I feel like you're not like obviously when you get into your head things happen. Like when I get deep in my head, my hair starts falling out.
It's quicker to get deep into your hair.
Into my head, not my hair.
Oh, right.
Well, I worry for you.
It's quick to get into your head.
If you go deep into your head, your
hair will get through thick hair,
grayer, or that bit at the back. But I mean, I just feel like you don't want to get in that dark place, and you're not willing to do that yet. You know,
with my acting.
Yeah, you're always.
But I don't want to really do.
You're always doing crazy characters. You know, that's what you're always doing, like really crazy guys.
Yeah.
You know, and I think like a lot of that's reflected in your health. You know, I feel like I kind of dip in so deep that I get ailments. You know, it's like, you know, people often say, you're a bit like the guy out of the Green Mile.
Do you?
Yeah, because I suck off other people and take away their negative energy and then spit out all these like little flies and all, and I like end up my hair falling out and I'm just so fat and gross.
What have you been doing the last 5 minutes here? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Hey, do you know what it is? Honestly, and Ben will 1000% call this. How many podcasts have we done together, Ben, with you? 50?
More than that. Yeah.
70?
Probably.
Say 70, right?
Beezer.
Now, you get to see this guy a night a week of your life.
Yeah.
1 out of the 7 nights of a week you get.
No, well, we actually go for coffees and stuff during the week as well.
No, you don't.
We do banger.
Right, Ben. Would it be a fair assessment? You know, he's doing like this character. He's doing this like low energy character. Is that because he is fucking knackered and he's going? No. I'm gonna pretend to like do this thing if this guy's all like this. But that's him just taking 5. You took 5 there. No, don't do that with your eyes. What are you doing? No, don't do that.
I'm gonna be the most intense guy now. The rest of this podcast, I'm gonna be hype.
Genuinely right. Genuinely right.
King of the Mountain's back.
I like
all
that.
Nice strawberries.
Pineapple.
Oh no.
I like it when you do all this stuff.
Whoa.
But really, Ben there, his facial expression was of a guy who doesn't really like dogs, and he's at someone's house and he didn't know they had a dog, and then he sees they have a dog, but he doesn't know them well enough to say, "Can you put your dog in another room?"
Yeah, but all I want to say is a lot of the people who have been on the shoot and stuff for me today were listening to my lessons, and they're going to be listening to this podcast.
I feel like you want to come across well if you're doing that.
They want to hear inside the actor's studio.
No.
You know, they want to hear this.
But I just don't think like that's a good look for you going around giving people lessons on acting. Really? Do you think you've done enough stuff? Have either of us done enough stuff? Here's the thing,
right? Let me ask you a simple question.
Okay.
Kylian Mbappe.
Footballer, yeah.
Yeah, has he done enough stuff?
Well,
yeah.
What do you mean?
He's better than Ronaldo and Messi right now, probably. Yeah, but he's not done as much as them. So what I'm saying is, I don't want to pick on Daniel Gay Lewis again, but I will because that's what they're calling me.
But are you comparing yourself to like a 20-year-old French footballer?
No, but yeah, well, in some respects, in the world of acting, it's like if you put, I don't know, Sir-Ian McKellen here, and then you put me there, 90% of people will say better actor's me.
You know? No, depends who you're asking.
Anybody, like my mum or dad or whatever, they would say that.
Would they say you or would they say Daniel?
Oh, my mum would definitely say me, 100%. Right. You could say any actor, alive or dead, in history, and my mum would say, he's good. He's as good. He's as good. Telling you. And I go, Mum, you're actually scundering me here. And she go, no, you just don't believe in yourself.
Would you like to be Bond? Does your mum genuinely think you? What would you do if the makers of James Bond approached your mum for some reason? They're like, "Will Dave be good enough for this role? Because if it doesn't work for him, there's going to be a lot of backlash and trolling."
Yeah.
Would you be raging? She'd put you forward for it, and you got it, or would you just be happy to be doing all the Bond films?
I mean, I think what would happen, I wouldn't be James Bond. Right. I think I'd be like his brother Barry or something.
No, you could still be James Bond, but you'd be Jim Bond.
Jim Bond,
right? Jim Bond.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like
Margarita Pink.
I feel like I'm more like a, Stephen Graham kind of guy. I'm not necessarily always the main guy, but I'm just
you're more like a Steve Irwin guy, like you're weird around animals.
I'm just super supporting.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are like, Boytown is a great podcast.
You could play Blowjob.
Yeah, that's the guy that was married to Oddjob, Blofeld he was initially, and he got married to Oddjob.
No, you could definitely play a Bond henchman in the 70s.
Yeah,
no,
sure. Definitely. And you could be
called
the guy.
Loaf. You're just Loaf.
You would hang around with Jaws, but instead of like the teeth, you have the fingers, and then you and him would just be these weird guys.
Jaws and claws.
And like, when Jaws, like Bond was running away from Jaws, it was always like Roger Moore going, move, ooh, and then that was fine. And then he'd be in like a cage, and Jaws would just get the wire and go, nyah, and eat it. Claws would he'd be in a cage and he'd be trying to hide from you, and you'd just go.
Put it this way, we do this podcast in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I have long fingers, but I can wet willy people and pour it down right now.
And what about your fingers?
That's a story for another day.
Oh, another true thing I was flipping when I was on the set today.
I'll hear it. Don't. Sorry. Why are you being this troubled actor when I was on the set?
But you'll enjoy this.
Olivier.
This guy goes to me, "Oh, you look like you've got small feet. What size are your feet?" And I went, "Size 12." And I said, "What size is yours? Or what size are yours?" And he went, 14 inches. Just walked away. Just really weird and funny to me.
I'm banter with other guys. Fuck off,
but then
David.
that was the only time I was out of my trailer, because I was in there thinking.
You didn't have a trailer, you live in a caravan, is what you mean.
I don't know, but it's what you call it. It's what you believe it is, my friend. Yeah.
Right.
You answering, asking
Let's
questions?
see what the people are doing. I hate
Do
it
you
when
have Patreon people going on the rip and all?
You get Patreon people up and I'll do questions.
I mean, you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to read Patreon people's names anymore.
Patreon people!
Fucking shit content, by the way.
No,
we're not doing that.
Why?
Because we're going to just say to the Patreon people we're going to do a Patreon podcast. We're actually supposed to do one this week, weren't we, Ben? But then Ben was like, no, I'm not leaving my house unless I get 50 quid. And I said, Ben, I can't afford that. And that's where we are.
I don't know what's sadder, the fact he asked for 50 quid or the fact that we can't afford it.
Yeah.
Right. I've got questions from Twitter.
Oh, you know what I like to do is great banter, by the way. See, whenever you get like friends coming up into groups, I can invite in random friends to random things. So there you go. Like I invite, the guys.
You asked me if I'm attending.
The guys.
Let Dave Elliott know if you can make it.
You know who the guys who do it most to? You and Colin.
Right.
Because again, like some of the.
Does he ever mention it?
No, never. But this is some of my favorite banter ever. Like, do you remember the time whenever it was like a few years ago? And Maureen put a picture of her mum up, and I just thought it would be really funny banter for me to write "very sexy" under it, and I did.
Which is a term you use around all our friends a lot, right? Yeah. So, but then not everyone's in on the joke.
So then, rather than that, I thought in my head, how funny will this be? Because Colin will see this and go, "What the fuck's Dave doing?" And that was really funny to me. And then when it happened, he's like, "Why did you do that?" And I was just like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And it was just really weird. And then for a while, Colin and Maureen were a bit like unsure of me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what this guy's up to. But it was
mum fancier.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, her mum, she saw the fun in it.
That's alright.
And she was like, it means something coming from someone who also is very sexy. And I said, I appreciate that.
A dollop of the cap both ways.
Exactly.
Right. Rick Miller says, made the mistake of signing up to do this year's marathon. By the way, braggy comment.
But yeah.
Oh, I'm doing the bloody marathon here, for God's sake. Might smash my PB of 6 minutes.
You know what? I'm going to say something to you now, right?
What?
I'm not running the marathon. But say if somebody...
You didn't need to make that statement.
But see if somebody came to me and were like, right, we've got this rule. I want you to play a marathon runner. I'd probably run a record time in the marathon. See if they were like, see that guy that wore the dodgy Nike shoes that ran the fastest marathon? We want you to play him in a film of his life. I would say...
By the way,
yeah.
I think you should start doing park runs.
No.
What?
I'll just run by myself in the dark. I want to do dark runs.
But it's good incentive. Dark runs? That's weird.
People who go to park runs.
You want to run in the dark?
Yeah, people who go to park. People who do park runs.
Just in your own clothes?
People who do park runs are weird.
if you go running in the dark
Yeah.
and you're just like running alongside the road, people phone the police.
Yeah, but the thing about a park run, you can just jog your park run. If you're in the dark run, you can run as fast as your legs can carry you in a pair of DM boots and a pair of jeans with a black coat on and a hat and a mask.
People are going to think you've come from something terrible.
No, that's not the way it works. I'll tell you what I used to do when I was a little boy, though. Whenever
I don't know if there's some...
It is. Whenever me and my friends used to do sometimes cheeky things, like ring doorbells. No, we're children. Why do you always bring it back to that? It's gross.
Yeah, but you were known as the WWB.
Nope.
The Weird Wank Boys.
Nope. What we used to do is ring doorbells.
Circle.
Or like kick footballs off windows and stuff. And then all my bad boy friends would run away. But me, the sociopath, would walk away. And then people would come out, they'd be like, why is this weird kid just walking? Like, he clearly didn't do it. And I'd just be like, right, mate. And then get away with it all the time.
When you were friends with children when you were a child, did people think you were their dad?
No, I actually used to be kind of like young looking when I was like young, you know, and then I kind of hit 12, and that's where the grey dick came and the pubes.
You were driving for Funacab when you were 12, weren't you?
Yeah, and illegally.
But
I got away with it. And I went under the name Azif, which was weird, but, you know, you played your strengths.
Azif, no, it's true. Rick Miller says he's made the mistake of signing up. I accidentally signed up for the marathon here. Just filled out the application form.
Oh, you're hard.
What sort of bespoke outfit should I wear? Also, would the boys be willing to design or make something that I could wear to promote the good name of the podcast? Rick, it's going to be either the best or the worst idea you've had if you let us be in charge of your marathon outfit. Because bear in mind, I was in charge of Dave's stag outfit, and I made him the unique character, the gold guy, where he just wore a lot of ill-fitting clothes because they were in Asian sizes. So I had him in the 2XL gear, but it was...
But it's mad because Asian
for the Shanghai
people
gentleman, you know.
Have those guys, is it called Sumo?
Sumo.
Those guys are big boys. Like, they're like 7 feet tall and like 45 stone and all.
Sumo wrestlers are big guys?
Yeah.
Weird to know.
Yeah, but you were trying to indicate that Asians are small people.
No.
You said, in the Asian sizes.
Yeah,
so
correct.
You tell me, what size of panties does a big sumo wear? A big Asian sumo know?
In UK size?
Yeah.
Small.
Have you ever seen their butts? Big bums?
Yeah.
Big bums and big boys. They eat load of noodles and all.
So what would we have Rick in if he's doing the run?
I would have him, I would call him underwear, but I'd call him glory hole boxers, which would mean they kind of be like regular boxers, but just with a hole cut in them. What
if he ran with like a tube in his mouth and then there was a circle around it and then just he carried a wall and he was like a running glory wall?
Yeah, that's possible. You know what else could be a good idea? I thought you were attaching things. You could maybe attach him to someone else's bum and like have a running human centipede thing going on. Yeah, the Boytown human centipede. Yeah. That'd be something I love to see. Ben, that's your favourite movie, isn't it? The human centipede. Ben, I remember one time I just called around his house because when I got the stickers prototypes made, I called around his house and I noticed that all the lights were off in the house, so obviously his family were in bed asleep, and I could just see this like flickering light from like a wee gap in the curtain. I just looked in the curtain and Ben was just sitting there by himself, weirdly eating a bowl of Cocoa Pops, just watching the human centipede. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And then I knocked the window, and rather than turn off the human centipede, he hid the Cocoa Pops. Like, that was weirder. And I was like, that's the strangest thing ever. What he was at, like.
Ben eating Cocoa Pops again? No!
So odd.
I don't know, I enjoyed that so much. Rick, good luck with the marathon. I would like to run a marathon. I did a leg of it last year. And then genuinely I've thought this year, and this is very me, I might just, you know the way people train all year for the marathon? Yeah. I might just sign up for it, not train, and then just start running.
Yeah, well, you'd be, you know what you remind me of when you run? Do you ever see the movie The BFG? You know when he like strides away, trying to get away, blowing dreams in the kids' rooms? Woo! That's like you. You have a similar physique to the BFG. Anybody listening to the podcast with art skills, please superimpose him onto the body of the BFG. I would love that.
You only do him in the ears.
Correct.
Jamie Harrison, best tennis match you've seen live?
As in, went to watch a tennis match?
Yeah.
Shit question, Jimmy. What's going on?
Why are you saying that? You go to Hinman Hill every year with your strawberries and pims.
Yeah, but I never get in because I'm barred from Wimbledon, so I used to sit in the hill.
Because when people were like taking their serve and they're asking for quiet, you always go, ball bags! All the time, don't you? Yeah. You kept doing that.
But a lot of people enjoyed it, but then some people didn't.
Alex Clyde, does it really annoy you when people chat during your show? At Mr. Elliott's show, presuming your live show in the Limelight, A girl would not quit answering back like, I was a dream when I was pregnant. What? Pregnant? I was a dream when I was pregnant. This leads to my follow-up question. Why is everyone chatting in cinemas now? So I think he's saying there was maybe... And then Jamie Harris goes, ha, I know who you're talking about. She was in the middle of the second row. Christ, she was annoying.
Yeah.
So was there a problem, personally?
I didn't really notice her.
Well, everybody else did, Paul.
Yeah, because I'm in the zone. Just, again, when I do stand-up, I'm not me.
Did you know her?
I'm a character.
Do you know who they're talking about now, though?
Nope. But I mean, I want you to out her.
No.
And I want to know who she is. You know what I want to ask her?
No.
I want to ask her where she works. I want to turn up there work and I want to bring her a box of roses and a card.
Dude, she works at a funeral home.
Well, I want to bring her a box of roses and a card and say thank you for coming to my show. I think you need to go to see a doctor.
Right.
And get a bit of treatment because you're wrecking things for a lot of people.
Okay.
And it's going to affect your life generally in the long run.
What I like is Alex Clyde asked the question. Jamie Harrison's like, I know who you're talking about. And Alex Clyde's like having a wee joke with Jamie. And then the two of them are like chatting.
And then did Jamie ask Alex Clyde, oh, what's your favourite ever live tennis?
Well, they were like, well, you fancy doing something tonight? And they're just two guys looking for something to do, needing a third person. And Ben has messaged under that saying, guys, I have an idea.
What's that?
Bring Cocoa Pops.
Ben.
And a welder. Can either of you guys weld?
I mean, I don't know.
Bring as much tubing as you
By
can
the
get
way,
your
Ben,
hands on.
there's actually
shotgun at the back.
There's actually...
Why are you shotgun at the back?
I don't know what that means, Ben. I have no idea. But you know, there's this group who will help you. They're called the Harland and Wolf Welders. If you go to there, they have a wee social club. And if you go there, they just weld. It's kind of like Santa's elves in a wee workshop, but it's just lads welding things.
Right. Know? Bapper says, evening gays Ian, come ye west. Burning question that needs answered. What's the boys' favourite flavour from the main man? Cloudy limeade for me. So
what's the main man?
The main is a brand, and you wouldn't know this because you have more of a privileged upbringing than me. But Maine, there was always a main man who drove about the estate selling flavoured soft drinks that were just sugar, but he had a lot of flavours, and he passed himself off as like, oh, the Americans are drinking all these. So it was like soda water and all.
Like Maine in America?
No, not the place. What? Maybe it is. That probably is where it came from. But do you remember, did you ever drink like poor guy drinks like me?
Do you know
Say do more times.
Do you know Richard and AJ, who are from the comedy double act Richard and AJ, and they're in my group FNT, and they do a podcast together called Richard and AJ's
Is this a sponsored read?
And they actually, when I went in their podcast, and they didn't get the audio right on it, which was totally inexcusable, because whenever I go on podcasts, people actually say I am podcast gold. I'm gold dust. I'm podcast gold. I'm the guest.
No, I think they're saying people find you cold.
Oh, well, that's not what I think.
Or old?
Whenever I was there, they gave me lots of different flavours of Maine juice. And
why are they sponsored by Maine?
I don't know, but they should be, like. But I tell you what, I like the blue one. It was like maybe bubble gum.
Yeah, pineapple nice. Was the best one. You're thinking of Vitsy, you're thinking of the small bottles?
Nope, they were big bottles of Maine. AJ served them up.
I like the fizzy pineapple. That was the shit.
You love pineapple, mate. You don't.
That was the shit.
Would you eat pineapple on a pizza?
I wouldn't say no.
Yeah.
But I do like. So the other day we did a big shop. Yeah. I got a load of frozen tuna steaks. I'll have it later in the week. Yeah. Oh, you angry at me for that?
No, I'm just starting to get my blood starting to boil, but it's not about you. Keep going.
And later in the week, I got a couple of tuna steaks. I'm gonna fry it up with a little bit of pineapple, guacamole, a little bit of rice. It's gonna be a nice time.
Yeah, you make weird things. I'm just seeing that status you've put there. Status updates we hate.
Oh no.
That's made me think of something. I hate, you know, when people online get so outraged about something to the point you go, it doesn't really matter. Like, you know, who puts pineapple on pizza? You're like, who cares? Don't eat it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like you're going like Ben with his Cocoa Pops and the welding, and then the guy just shoves it into his mouth and he's like, ah! You know, it's not like that. You just don't have to eat it. If people want to eat pineapple on a pizza, do it. It's so tasty. Like, how can you have a Hawaiian without pineapple on a pizza?
I'd rather have a bowl of Cocoa Pops. Oh
no. Oh, but yeah, does that, and then what annoys you about statuses? Because I see that in your wee list, I want to talk about it. You were really, see earlier before this podcast started, you were doing this weird thing where you're raking your nails in the desk, going, and it was real angry. I've not seen you that angry since you became Alan Todd.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What really annoys me?
Tell me, Shane.
First of all, Ben, what time are we at?
45.
45.
We're cool. We're golden. We're kush. Kush is weed, by the way.
I'm trying to think what people that ask this question. Any good films? What? Any good films?
What?
Whatever made? Yes.
Yeah.
You've just done one of them.
Yep. I mean, no. I don't know if, let's be fair, if it's one of the greatest films ever made. Arguably, one of the greatest performances ever seen.
Right. What status updates piss you off?
Me. I hate when people treat, like, Facebook as Google. Like, Google exists.
Yes.
You know? It's
That's
like,
what I'm saying about any good
Yeah.
good films.
But I mean, even that, like, stuff like that, it's like, where's good for coffee? And it's like, go to Google and type, like, say I have banger good coffee shops, and just go there.
Yeah.
You know, where do you go for coffee? Or, sorry, Cocoa Pops? What do you recommend?
Wholesale.
Yeah. You know what I also want? I want someone who listens to the podcast to do some Photoshop of you as the BFG. I also want someone to do like a poster of just Cocoa Pops, but then put Ben's name on it. Ben loves Cocoa Pops and centipedes. I'd love that.
We got a question from Nathan Concilia. I'm down on my knees.
Oh wow.
He says, hello, King of the Mountain and the Human Thermometer. This week I'd like to know top 3 tourist attractions on the Boytown Tour of NI.
wow.
In brackets, RIP Pipeworks. Number 1,
Yeah.
Pipeworks. Number 2, Pipeworks. Number 3, Pipeworks.
And you know we actually do. You know why sometimes places become like, you know, like Dunluce Castle. Like it's an old relic.
Shade.
Knocked down castle, dilapidated, fallen into the sea.
Shade.
It doesn't exist like it used to exist anymore.
That's my opinion on any local tourist
Yeah,
attraction.
but same as Pipeworks, we still bring people to the spot that Pipeworks was. We say,
Big Fish.
go in there.
Shade. Giant's Causeway. Shade.
You do know you may be asked to do some sort of promotion for these.
Oh, I mean, not yet. One of the wonders of the world. Unbelievable. Great to see. Yeah.
But do you know what I found out recently and it really made me sick?
What?
The Giant's Causeway isn't the only rock formation in the world that's like that.
Yes, it is.
I was really upset. I was like, oh, that's fucking bullshit. Those Asian guys have loads of them.
Oh, well.
Yeah. All about that Asian world. Who are you texting?
Luke McGibbon.
Why are you texting Luke McGibbon?
Because I'm going to do a set on the way home.
Tonight?
If he can fit me in, yeah.
Are you actually serious?
You know why I do that?
You're Joe.
Because I'm a worker. Wormball! Thoughts on this news coming out of Oz? I could see a new market opening up down under for the paramilitary pharmacist. And the
What's
headline
this?
is, the war on bottoms continues as Australia reveals plan to ban poppers. Sex shops.
No.
Dave, could we definitely be in a Netflix film
Yeah.
called The War on Bottoms?
Yeah. Speaking of that, I have a story that leads on to this. Wormball that I actually put in my phone to talk about on my own podcast, but you know what? You're getting it here in the Boytown podcast instead.
wow.
Let me read you this headline. Yeah, you'll enjoy this. Survey reveals
Go ahead.
that 1 in 30 people
Yeah.
poo in the shower.
Well, no, they don't.
That's right. They've taken a number 2 whilst trying to clean themselves. Counterintuitive, surely. We've all heard about having a shit shower and a shave before heading out the door in the morning, but who amongst you would admit to having done all 3 at once? And apparently there's a shocking number of people.
Hey, that guy. I feel like the guy who wrote this article is just trying to
Right, I'm gonna
appease his wife.
I'm gonna break down some figures here. Men, 68% of men have admitted urinating in the shower.
Yeah, guilty.
51% of men have admitted masturbating in the shower. 1 in 4 men have admitted blowing their nose in the shower.
I didn't know what that was going. Thought you were going to say neighbour.
1 in 5 have admitted spitting in the shower. And 1 in 30 have admitted shitting in the shower. Like, I mean, if so, what makes me freak out a bit is we get thousands of listeners to this podcast, and in those thousands, we probably have in and around 50 people that just dump in the shower.
50. Shout out to our shower shitters.
Yeah, so big shout out to you
I could see you
guys.
shitting in the shower.
Oh man, that's one thing I could not do, is shit in the shower. Like, I remember when I
You
worked.
do it in the shed?
Yeah, but that's different. But I mean, have you peed in the shower?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you masturbated in the shower?
No.
Yep. Have you spat in the shower? Not just like.
Sometimes I'll get in just to do that.
But I mean, I don't think they mean just like this. You know, just stand in the shower and the water's just beating down your head, and you're not just doing this.
Yeah, all the time. Triple H. Sometimes you do that. Oh, just coming down.
You know what I do? I like blow water between the gap of my teeth, but it's just like a full blown power shower, so it's not really good. You're like here.
The shower comes down your head, you face your wife, and she gets a shower too. Oh, Dan Murphy says, what do you miss most about being a kid? Being able to be friends with other kids.
Why does that have an effect on you being a kid?
And Jack Morrison says, mainly a question for the big bad baddie bear. It's been mentioned a good bit previously, but what wrestling songs do you actually have in your playlist? Bonus question, what's the best theme of all time? Love you, Jack Morrison.
Oh, well. I've lots of wrestling theme songs because they're really good for working out too. And best wrestling theme of all times, probably Stone Cold Steve Austin's. Most recognisable. But I also like Edge's theme song. It's good to work out too. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Mark Begg says, good morning, Lords of Ejaculate. With tomorrow being the day of my birth, I was wondering if the NBC and Papa Bear would make my birthday wish come true by singing happy birthday in the style of Ever So Come Liberace. Hashtag good morning. Hashtag
I think you can take that because you do a better impression of Liberace.
Happy birthday to you.
Sorry, you have to listen to this in your headphones, Ben.
Happy birthday to you.
Do it.
Happy birthday, Mark Beggs.
Such a shit.
Happy birthday to you. Good morning.
I think Beggs will love that. Yeah,
it's all good. We got some
done,
questions
Mr. Bagglesworth
on Instagram. The Shite Pints of London. Good morning, Cumlords. I'm just sitting in the intermission of a play and it's completely shite. Have you ever been anything so kick you left halfway through? I like that. I like it when you're able to just go, that is shit. Have I? Yes. Didn't we walk out? We nearly walked out of the film.
We were going to walk out of Life in the Road, the David Brent film, because we're both massive Chicki Vervais.
What? Excuse me? Chicki Vervais? The #1 Bollywood actor. Mumbai's finest, Chicki Vervais.
We're both big.
I thought Ricky Gervais was in that. Didn't know it was also starring Chicki Vervais. Ben, title of the podcast, Chicki Vervais. Who's that fell from the office? Chicki Gervais.
Such a fucking dense guy.
I'm the dance guy.
We're both big.
Alex Dixon says, Wagwan Wardens of Wank. After recently writing off my car and finding myself in the unending depths of used car websites, I've been wondering, do the boys have any car crash stories?
I'm so embarrassed. I really embarrassed myself.
Hey man, it's okay. It's good. It's good. It's all good. Easy mistake to make.
No, it's not. What does it mean? I would have blown my nose. I got a runny nose. I embarrassed myself so much.
I had one accident. I reversed into a car in the car park of the Ulster Rugby Stadium, and at 0.01 miles an hour, I hit a guy's car.
Why did you do that?
Why did I do it?
Yeah.
Hey man, it was a car accident. And say I just did some job that gave me like 600 quid. Yeah. And then he went to do his mechanic and he's like, hey, well, I just tell you how much it's going to cost to fix. And I was like, yes. And then he got in touch and he's like, 620 quid. So I lost all the money from the job and I had to give him 20 quid. Thank you very much for all questions that we get. And here, I just want to say, we appreciate when people saying questions in because it gives us a load of content.
It means a lot, yeah.
And you see the same names crop up and every time, Ben, in his own words, feels a feeling in his pants, and that's a direct quote.
Yeah, and it's a feeling that he gets deep inside his bowels to go and eat a big Cocoa Pops.
Hey man, let's lay off everyone. Yeah. And do you know what? I feel like you said Chicki Vervais. I feel like you might need a lie down. You fell asleep last time. You're in and out like a fiddler's elbow. You're making this film. I want Papa Bear to get to bed.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Okay. Have you got anything you need to plug? Anything you need to promote?
No.
You just need to lie down?
Let me go.
Okay. What? Die?
Yeah.
Go on without me. I want to plug my Waterfront show, 3rd of October.
Oh, Waterboy?
Tickets on sale.
Oh yeah,
I'll be
just
carried on
before
stage
you
by the
go,
Water Babies.
Before we go, it's wrong to let this moment pass. The tweet you sent out promoting your waterfront show.
Oh yeah, it was the worst thing in the world. I sent the tweet too early, and it was like, "Hey everyone, please check out my show in Belfast Water."
No, it was
Belfast Legendary Water.
Belfast Legendary Water. I was like,
so Front Hall didn't get added to it, and then this dickhead capitalised it, and then all his wee cronies got on board on his wee bandwagon of shit, and they were all on board. Hey, doing a show in the water, are you? And then he photoshopped stuff, and it was just horrible to see.
It was great.
But I would like to confirm to everyone, I'm not doing a show on a boat
In Belfast. Like,
know.
who knew Belfast Water was so legendary? I mean, no one did bar you.
Come over, check out the Giants Causeway, the big fish, and our water. So yeah, I want to promote that. When's the next Pugs?
Pugs, 27th of February. Teresa Livingston, Paddy McGahey, and me.
That is a sweet lineup, my brother.
Sexy brother.
Alright, dude.
Yeah.
Let's get on up out of here. See you next week.
See you next week.
Okay, give me a kiss.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.